Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, March 16th, 2022 edition of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice, Philly Pete. We're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hump Day edition, of course. This show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Best time to do it right now. You got March Madness that's just kicking off. Hockey playoffs right around the corner. What better way to start cashing out large than go to BetUS, create an account with them today, use that promo code 12ounce 120Z, they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. If you don't have it, download it. It's a free app. And then when doing so, go to 761, where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. Amazon.com. We have a website out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports store, where we have a large variety of apparel, including Pete's Power Plays, and get yours. I have t-shirts. I mean, we're into t-shirt weather, tank weather. Go ahead, go to the website, different colors, different sizes, get yours today, and continue to cash out. So, it's also beer o'clock time, so we're ready to rock and roll. No, not really. It'll be after 5 o'clock. I work full time. I got a full-time job. This is just my lunch gig that I have. So, with that being said here, let me just get to the notes. Today, 4 games on the ice today. 4 games on the ice tonight. We have a larger card tomorrow, so tonight will be very light. 4 games, but obviously I'll go through all my leans, all my plays for tonight, give you the best bets that you should take, that I like. Clients already have 1 play for tonight. 1 play for the clients tonight. That is it. Like I said, save the units for tomorrow. We have 10 games tomorrow, which should be an action-packed tomorrow, which will lead me into March Madness. Once the show's over tomorrow, we'll lead me right into the tournament. I cannot wait. I'm pumped up. 2 good games last night. Texas Southern advances, and Indiana. Watch out for the Hoosiers. I'm telling you right now, this is a team that's very dangerous. Could very well make a solid run. I think they're going to pull off the upset in the first round too. So, or technically the second round, if you want to consider the first 4 of the first round. Tonight, solid games. Couple set of 16 seed games as well. The in games. Then you have Notre Dame and Rutgers. I'm about an hour away from Rutgers. My wife went to Rutgers for her nursing degree, and it's phenomenal to see. So I'm very, very, very thrilled to see Rutgers in there. And I will be rooting hard for them tonight. Hopefully they win and advance. So there you go. All right, so we're back on the ice here. Last night, a lot of games last night. A lot of plays last night. 15 plays total for me. And like I said, between client plays and Twitter plays, 9 and 6 overall on the ice with a plus 1.8 units overall. So after all that, we just about get almost 2 units in profit last night, so I'm very, very happy about that. So let me run that down real fast for you guys. The Canadians, Coyotes. Hey man, this Coyotes team, and again on the show, if you listened to the show yesterday, I did say Coyotes money line cashing out, and they did. They hit another dog money line yesterday. If you cash that out, congrats. That was a show dog, and the plus 1.5 as well. So I mean. Coyotes are just on fire right now. They're getting those team total overs. They're getting the money line plays. They're giving you good money. And, like I said on the show, I've been giving you guys the Coyotes lately. So, got to give credit where credit's due here. So, that over 6 was a no problem winner. easy peasy. First period over 1.5 as well, no problem at all. Right off the bat, 2-0. Stars first period over with the Leafs, that cashed out, no problem. Jets on the money line. Finally a good victory for the Jets. I know they've been fade material lately. They haven't really been playing well, but they were due to get out of a funk. And again, like I said yesterday, the Vegas Golden Knights have been in a slump in terms of scoring. And, the over got there. That just wasn't a play of mine, but I was on the over on the show, and that cashed. A lot of show plays cashed yesterday. So if you cashed if you cashed anything, like I said, if you cashed out anything that was, give me a second here. Okay, if you guys cashed plays that were on the show that didn't make my Twitter or client card, that's why I do it. I give you every lead possible. So congrats on that as well. That was an easy winner with the over. Penguins on the money line, that lost. This Penguins team is and I don't say they're tough to figure out because they're extremely good, and especially with their road record. I mean, I kind of figured they probably would have done something, but of course, you had Casey DeSmith in net last night, and that kind of turned around a lot of people. But I want to keep it going. I keep through it no matter what. I know a lot of goalie changes scare off plenty of cappers, but I mean, it's just. I know it's different, but for me, if I like it, I'm just like roll with it. I just roll the dice. If it wins, it wins. If it loses, well, shit, it loses. I mean, nothing more you can say about that. But I rolled with the Pens, minus 105. It lost. Whatever, okay? We move on. I'm not going to, whine and bitch and complain about a loser like that. Devils over 6 against the Canucks. That was an easy winner last night. Stars fell apart. Stars team total over 2.5. They got shut out last night. Leafs play the Hurricanes tomorrow night. All right, that's a lock. Lock that in right now. That is a bet for me tomorrow, whether it's Twitter or client play. That will be a guaranteed play for me. I'm fading the hell out of the Leafs after what happened last night, shutting out the Stars. I mean, it's unbelievable. 4-0. Stars team total over 2.5. That lost. Sharks over 6.5. That lost. Couldn't get there. An explosive first period. The first period over cashed, no problem. And of course, that was the play on the show. That hit. But the over 6.5 was a Twitter play. That lost. Stars on the money line, a dog that I liked as well, plus 120. Of course, they didn't show up. And then at the ads I had last night, the Ducks Rangers over 6. It was juicy, but I took it. That cashed out. Red Wings and Oilers over 6.5. Over 6, excuse me. That cashed out. And the first period over cashed out. So 3 ads, 3 winners. There you go. Leafs over 6. That lost. Bruins Hawks, a free client play over 5.5. We weren't even close. I just didn't expect. Marc-Andre Fleury to be going off like that against Boston, but he played a hell of a game. It's a damn shame that he can't be on a better team. Hopefully, he gets traded before the deadline. He deserves to be with somebody. He's on his last gasp, and Chicago's not doing it for him. And I hope he is on a contender by the time everything is said and done here. And then Panthers Avs moneyline parlay at plus 110. That cashed out, of course. So 9-6 on the night with a plus 1.8 overall units. NHL season currently sits at 615 wins, 535 losses, and 23 pushes. That gives me a grand total currently of plus 75.5 units. So 75.5 units. We are rocking and rolling over 100 units since November. I mean, honestly, it's unbelievable. It's been unbelievable. If you've been cruising with me to the gates of hell in November and rising up back to the heavens for the last 4 months, you are cashing out immensely. You are just cashing out so much good money right now. It's really unbelievable. I'm speechless. I'm speechless to how insane this run has been for me. Okay, so with that, it's 12:10 in the East, and let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll a little commercial. And when I get back, we have 4 games to talk about. And then if I can, I'll get into some cup contenders. I want to get that with you guys. And, of course, future clients, again, if you want to sign up, discount is still available for the rest of the season. So there you go. But yeah, sit back, relax, give me 2, and I will be right back.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to betus.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break. This is the Wednesday Hump Day edition, March 16th, 2022 edition of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice, Billy Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy afternoons. I get it, how hectic it may be. But I'm here to get you guys through the afternoon as much as I can for the next 15 minutes that I have with you guys. But this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. March Madness is here. NHL is in full gear, right around the corner of the playoffs. What better way to start cashing out large? Go to BetUS, create an account, promo code 12ounce 120. It'll match your first deposit up to $125. That's 125%. Get Zingo TV, channel 761. I'm live, 761. Check it out. Amazon.com, we have a website out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com. And don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store where there's a large variety of apparel there. I got merchandise, Pete's Power Plays merch, King of the Ice merch, whatever you want, it's there. Tank tops, sweatshirts, t-shirts, whatever you name it, it's there. Colors, sizes. Check it out today. I'm going off because, hey, listen, March Madness tomorrow. Hockey's in full gear. I'm happy. Let's rock and roll. It's Wednesday. We're getting closer to Friday. Let's freaking go. Okay. So, if you missed previous segment, last time we went plus 1.8 units overall, and overall right now I'm plus 75.5 units overall in the season. That is combined between client bets and Twitter plays. So that's how it's always been, last 4 years. Going strong and steady. So let's rock discounts. Okay, like I said, VIP, if you want to be a client, $50 for the entire rest of the NHL season, plus the playoffs. Probably the best deal on Twitter right now. You won't get anywhere else. People are offering hundreds. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're hot right now. This is the time to shine. Time to sign up. Let's rock and roll, and let's get that money. All right, we're back. Here we are. March Madness tonight. Notre Dame, Rutgers. I like Rutgers tonight. The 16 seed games. I don't really care much. Rice State most likely. I like. They have experience in the tournament. Not as a 16 seed. They're used to them being like a 13 seed or 14 seed, but getting smoked regardless. I like Rice State. I'm going to root for them. But Rutgers for tonight, I'm on. And last night Indiana looks good. Don't be surprised if Indiana makes an upset in the second round when they play tomorrow. So tomorrow, big dance starts. I'm excited. Ready to rock and roll. I got a couple crazy pools. I have Tennessee win the national championship. Typical Gonzagas. And like I say, I have a Gonzaga future, Duke future when they opened up. About 4 futures I have. Auburn, just to name a few. But I like to go crazy with March Madness. Take a random team like Tennessee, Texas Tech. Someone different that you don't expect. Because I expect this to be a very different March Madness this year. It's anyone's game this year. I really do. So, but there you go. And let's get off of March Madness, as much as I would love to talk about it more. But this is a hockey show, hockey bets. It's what I do here. Pete's Power Plays. Let's go. Wednesday, Hump Day edition, March 16th, 2022. 4 games on the ice, and let's kick it off. Boston Bruins at the Minnesota Wild. The over-under here is at 6. All right, you have a pick 'em, basically. Minnesota, Boston, both minus 110 on the money line each way. 60% of the public money is favoring the Minnesota Wild, however. Boston was at plus 100, plus 105. A lot of money obviously has been on Boston right now, and looks like all morning they've been all over Boston. So that's how I'm feeling too. I like Boston. Give me Bruins here, but let me talk specs real fast. Wild, 17-7 at home this year, 13-12 covering the puck line, and 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. Boston comes in 19-8-1 on the road. Phenomenal road record. Can't go wrong there. I know they're on a back-to-back. They beat Chicago. Now they go to Minnesota. Hostile environment, obviously. 16-14 on the road, covering the puck line, and 5-5 in the last 10 with the overs. Give me the Bruins. Give me the Bruins here, money line. I have minus 105, minus 110. Not sure if you'll get plus 100 anymore because that line has moved in favor of Boston. Even though they're only getting 40% of public money, but that's just how it goes. I'm on Boston here, money line tonight. I like the Bruins. It's a good spot for them. I know they're on a back-to-back. They had a tight game last night against Chicago. But I just like the momentum. I just like the momentum that Boston has been giving up. Over 6, too. I'm on the over here tonight. Over 6, Boston, Minnesota. And I like the first period over 1.5 as well. Those are my 3 spots here in this game. Money line, Bruins, small number there, minus 110, minus 105. Shop around. Over 6, over first period 1.5. Overs have been going off. I mean, overs this year, I believe, are 65% this season, if my numbers are right. I believe last week they were at 63%. So you have to imagine. I mean, we had a ton of overs last night, a ton of overs on Sunday. It's just how it is. It's been an over season. I mean, who the hell wants to see unders? Nobody wants an under game. And quite honestly, no one likes to bet unders. Everyone wants to see goals, man. So, keep riding the overs. Like I said, I've been doing. I rarely bet unders. I really do. I think this season I might have bet maybe a couple unders. I'll bet you right now. I probably bet more unders. I probably bet unders just as much as the Seattle Kraken this year in terms of money line or any sort of play for the Kraken. Because honestly, I think I bet maybe the Kraken 3 times this year, and I went 0-3 or 1-2. I don't know what happened, but again, that's how much I faded the Kraken all year. Just can't do it 3 times, and I think I might have bet 3 unders all year too. So, no one wants to see unders. Everyone's rooting for overs because God forbid if I put it under out, it would go over. So that would be my luck. So, but all right, Boston, Minnesota, like I said, Bruins money line over 6 over first period. Simple as that. All right, we go to Ottawa over under Columbus Blue Jackets at the Ottawa Senators. Over under here is at 6. Some books are at 6.5. I saw DK was at 6.5 at plus 105. I like the 6 spot. You can get 6. You buy an alternate at minus 130. I know it's a little juice, but a 6 between these 2 teams that are trending over, I mean, it's worth a shot. Ottawa minus 135 on the money line. Columbus plus 115. Small number here. Ottawa disappointed me the other night against Phoenix. Against Arizona. Columbus comes in plus 115. Again, this is another split of a game. I mean, 55% of the public money is on that plus 115 Columbus Blue Jacket squad. Can Ottawa wake up? I mean, seriously, Columbus is 30-27 and 1. Overall this year. And they have a winning record. Could they make the playoffs? They're catching some momentum. It's possible. Ottawa, right now they're not even close to making a playoff spot. But Ottawa's 11-18-1 at home, 14-17 in their last 31 at home, covering the puck line, and 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. Columbus comes in 13-15 on the road, 15-13, however, covering the puck line on the road, and 5-3-2 in their last 10 with the overs. Again, this is an over trend. Over 6, I'm on. Give me the over 6 between these 2. Columbus has been giving us goals galore as of late, and Ottawa as well. A lot of overs between these 2 teams have been cashing out. So let's continue the override. The high is still there. Over 6 for me. No problem. I'm going to ride out these overs until they eventually lose, especially with the Senators lately cashing out overs. And Columbus, they're always good for an over. Over 6, first period over as well. I lean that. And give me the Blue Jackets money line, plus 115. Ottawa has proven me nothing. I mean, you basically get swept by Arizona. You lose to them in Arizona, then you lose to them again. And what was another high-scoring affair, Gustafsson is just terrible. I mean, if he starts again tonight, you guarantee that this is over is going to be no problem once again. But again, I'm on the over here, and I like the Blue Jackets money line at plus 115 because they have something to fight for. They do. Okay. Moving on here, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning at the Seattle Kraken. Over-under here is at 6. Surprise, it's not at 6.5 yet. It's at minus 120. It could move to 6.5 by tonight. We'll see what happens. But Tampa here is minus 310 on the money line. Seattle plus 250. They were at plus 230 earlier this morning. Now at plus 250. Money on Tampa. Excuse me. And 80% of the public money is on Tampa Bay here tonight. Seattle comes in 10-17-3 at home this year. 10-20 on the road at home. Covering the puck line. And 7-3 in the last 10 with the overs. Tampa comes in 19-10-1 at home on the road. This season. 19-10-1 on the road. 15-16 on the road in the last 31 covering the puck line, and 4-5-1 in the last 10 with the overs. Under a little trend for Tampa, but with Seattle, you don't know what to expect. Again, this is going to be a game where Tampa should run them out the ballpark. They really should, out of the arena. They should. But Kraken has a desire to just show up at home, to have upsets. I mean, that plus 250 looks really nice. But I've been fading the Kraken all year. I've only bet them 3 times this year. No need to do it anymore. I think the last time I did take them was 4 months ago. 3-4 months ago was the last time I actually took the Kraken to win a game or cover the puck line, to say the least. I'm on the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Puck line minus 1.5. That's where I stand. I like the over 6 here as well. I like the first period over here as well. A good play I would consider is Tampa first period minus a half goal. I believe you can get to that between plus 130 to plus 150. Obviously, the number probably has changed since last night or this morning, but this is why you have to shop around, get the best spot possible. I like that Tampa spot, first period. Plus 130, plus 150, solid. I expect them to be running them out the ballpark, like I said. 1-0, 2-0, hell, maybe even 3-0. So, I like it. I'm a big-time Bolts first period cover fan. And that's probably where I will go for some good value, too. Some good value against a very crappy team in Seattle. And that's where I stand. So over 6, Kraken, Tampa, first period over as well, 1.5 goals. Tampa on the puck line minus 1.5. And I like that first period cover, minus a half goal. Plus 130 to plus 150. Again, I'm going to go off to the best book that I have and take it because that's what you're going through. Plus 130, plus 150. Great value for a team that should really destroy the Kraken in the first period. And that's where I'm at. And last but not least, the New Jersey Devils at the Calgary Flames. Over under here once again at a whopping 6. Calgary minus 335 on the money line. Jersey plus 270 on the money line. Calgary getting 80% of the public money. Again, I'm not surprised. Jersey only getting 20% there. Calgary has been phenomenal at home this year. 18-5-5, 15-13 covering the puck line at home in the last 28, and 5-5 in the last 10 with the overs. Jersey comes in 8-19-1 on the road. 14-15 on the road, covering the puck line in the last 29, and 5-4-1 in the last 10 with the overs. There's nothing more I can say here. Calgary puck line, give that to me. Over 6. Over 6, it should be a no-brainer. I just think Calgary's going to score at least 5. For them, between 4 and 5 goals is Calgary, against this crappy New Jersey team. And, Devils are good for about a goal or 2. Honestly, I think Devils are good for at least 2. Even if we get 5-1, you get a push. I'm okay with that. But I think Calgary can at least get 4 or 5 on their own, and it just depends how much the Devils get for us. I'm hoping at least at most 2 goals for us. 5-2 final would be phenomenal. But that's where I'm at. Over 6 between these two teams. I like the first period over once again between these two. Calgary on the puck line. I like that a lot. You can look at the team total. Calgary over 3.5 might be a little juicy. Over 4, I believe you can get at plus 105, which isn't bad considering the fact because either I think they're going to score 4 or 5 goals. I really do. So it just depends if I do end up taking that as a Twitter play. But right now I like the over 6, first period over. Flames puck line. Even consider the Flames first period minus a half goal as well. I mean, you're going to get plus odds. You are. I mean, again, something that's plus 130 region. Definitely worth consideration too, really. And if you want to have a juicy parlay tonight, I'm probably not going to take it because, let's be real, I only take parlays, 2-team, 3-team parlays, especially specifically 2-team parlays, moneyline parlays, if I get plus odds. However, if you're the type of guy that wants to take juicy teams with parlays that you're getting minus 120, minus 130 odds, Calgary, Tampa, minus 125. That's a solid parlay. I probably won't play it personally because, like I said, I like plus odd parlays. But this to me, you think is a lock, but nothing's a lock in the NHL. It really isn't. But Calgary, Tampa, moneyline parlay, minus 125. If you're feeling that, take that. I like it. It should hit. But to me, this is just these two games tonight. These two late games, I should say, are quite chalky and should have no issues covering it. They really shouldn't. But you never know. This is just how the NHL has been this year so far. So recap real fast before I take off until tomorrow. Boston, Minnesota. I'm on the Bruins here on the money line. I like the over 6 and the first period over 1.5 goals. Columbus, Ottawa. I'm on the Blue Jackets plus 115. That's probably my dog play of the night. Plus 115 on the money line for the Jackets. Over 6 here as well. Something to consider. I do like the over. These teams have been trending over lately, and stick with the overs until it eventually loses. I mean, that's the whole point of taking it over with teams that have been giving us the overs as of late. So Jackets plus 115 on the money line, and the over 6. That's where I stand between Ottawa and Columbus. The two late games tonight, we had the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Seattle Kraken. I'm on the over 6. I'm on the over first period 1.5 goals. Tampa puck line minus 1.5, and Tampa first period minus a half goal. Again, you can get shot anywhere. Same with Calgary, plus 130, plus 150 ish. You can probably put that into consideration between the two. Real quick, I want to try and do this. This might be a solid parlay. Now, not only a first period over parlay. I'm not sure I'm going to do that tonight. I might wait till tomorrow when we have more teams, more games going on. But a first period puck line, between a half a goal. Like I said, let's do the Flames first period minus a half. See, now that's at plus 100 now on DraftKings. I'm going most of my stuff here is through DraftKings. But again, I'm going to shop around. But right now, I'm on DraftKings, and here we go. This might be a good parlay for those out there that want something. First period, half a goal, minus a half goal parlay. Lightning minus a half goal. Flames minus a half goal. Plus 330 for a two-teamer. Something to consider. Something worth value. I might even put that out tonight for you guys because I'm not really feeling the first period over parlay tonight, even though I probably would do Calgary and Tampa. First period over and probably Boston. That would probably be my three-teamer, but they'll probably be out separately tonight. But if I'm playing a parlay, a two-teamer, it's going to be the first period puck line parlay. Tampa minus a half goal. Calgary minus a half goal. Pays out plus 330 on DraftKings. I want to shop around and see what the best number is, but that's pretty solid. Pretty solid value, too, with teams that should take care of their opponents in the first period. Short and sweet. Okay, Tampa, Seattle, like I said, over 6, over first period, 1.5 goals. Tampa, puck line minus 1.5, and the puck line, first period puck line, you get to that plus 100 right now. Obviously, it's moved big time since last night. And then New Jersey and Calgary over 6, over first period, over 1.5. Calgary minus a half a goal on minus 1.5 goals in the puck line. And also that puck line, first period puck line at plus 110. You can get on DraftKings. Again, shop around. That two-teamer plus 330. If you're feeling a juicy parlay, Calgary, Tampa, moneyline parlay minus 125. That's where it is. And unfortunately, there you go. 8 teams, 4 games. And we're done our Wednesday edition of Pete's Power Plays. March Madness, right around the corner. If you want to get on board, I'm doing a family, friends, pool, co-worker pool. I've been doing this for years. If you want to get on board, $10 for a bracket, up to 3 per household. You can Venmo me. Like I said, if you're interested, DM me. It's been a rolling tradition for years within my family, and I have the reins for the last 10 years, and it's been rolling. Great money, great payouts. So if you're interested, let me know. And I'm Philly Pete. I'm heading out for this Wednesday afternoon. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. I'll see you later. Bye.